Hope I get the chance to travel the world. Close my eyes. Over. No, I was.
Okay, all right. So I see some question on. Let's do some Q&A first. So Lim Ping Ping asks, I'm a Yang Wood Day Master and Yang Fire in the month pillar. For career-wise, am I supposed to follow the Yang Wood or the Yang Fire? So since you're in the month contains the Yang Fire, so your first choice is to use the Yang Fire. Okay, so Yang Fire, like you learn Yang Fire is about what? What is the keyword for Yang Fire again? So Yang Fire represents persistency, right? So therefore, the thing here that that actually you need to actually show that you are someone that are very persistent, because it's like this. Whatever you do consistently will actually create your brand. Don't you think so? Right? If you consistently going late to work, that is your brand, right? So if you're Yang Fire, yeah, your value, right? And then your brand here is got to come with you are someone that, you know, you're very persistent, you never give up, you always find a way to do something, right? So consistency is a key here. So if you can portray that on regular basis, then you see that you see a lot of opportunity comes to you. You can see that a lot of people like to relate to you, and that is your true value, right? And then one more additional thing for you, right? One additional thing here is Yang Fire is a fire of the sun. So there actually is a star of happiness. So your job, if you're in your work, you are become the source of other people's happiness. You actually emit positive energy to people. Yeah, then you are a very Yang Fire person. Yeah, so that's how you activate that career element, yeah, in your party chart. Okay, all right. So let's see other questions here. Oh, someone asked about OPM. OPM is about other people money. So which means that like you're asking for investor, or you're doing a VCs, right? Or you're doing an IPO, initial public offering. You know, that one is all is about represent other people money. So, and since you're asking about OPM are related to 10 gods. What is the 10 gods related to OPM? Rock wealth, right? So that is the element. So if you are consulting a business person and then they discover that they're going through a rock wealth luck pillar, then you can actually telling them, you know, these are, if you're interested to actually get your company listed, these are the time to do it, right? So you can actually read that from the chart. Okay, so where do you see you need to be careful with my parents' health? So I think we talked about just now, right? So I think the fastest way is to just look at their chart, right? So if you want to look their health through your chart, you need to look at the 10 gods. Like if you're a guy, then your father element represent the indirect wealth, and then your mother element represent by direct wealth, right? So sorry, direct resource, what I'm talking about. Yeah, your mother is a direct resource, and then your father element is indirect wealth. Is there a clash of the year that clash with either with these two elements? Yeah, there could be a health issues that talking about health about your parents. Okay, Honey say that advice to be more effective in terms of my business. Wu Earth heavenly stamp in the month. Okay, so now Wu Earth again, right? Let's look back on our what we learned just now. Wu Earth, what is their superpower? Listening, right? So listening means observation, right? So what does it mean is that Wu Earth means that they don't talk a lot, right? They analyze, they observe the trend, so they see what they can do here, you know. So because the moment someone talk a lot, right, they're focusing on themselves, right? But when you listen, you're focusing on others. Don't you think so? A lot of people like to talk, right? Especially someone like to talk. Basically, they keep focusing about themselves. So if you're Wu Earth about listening, now you're not focusing on yourself, you're focusing on other people's needs. So therefore, a Wu Earth in your month pillar, these are the person that understand what the market truly needs, even before they knew they need it. Yeah, that's how powerful it is, right? So the Wu Earth is like this. Yeah, just like let me give you one example here is the late Steve Jobs, right? So while he's still running the Apple company at that time, so and then there's some interviews, because a lot of people they want to know how come Apple can release one great product one after another, right? They start with iPod, and then there'll be an iPhone and iMac, and then there's an iPhone, and then iPad, right? Each of that actually disrupt the industry. Then they ask Steve Jobs, he say that, what do you do focus group or not on what to sell or what to create? And you know what Steve Jobs reply? He said that, you know, he didn't do any focus group. You know, he's not gathering a group of people asking about what do you need. He don't do that, right? He said that most people, if you ask them what they need, they just want a faster phone, better camera, or more hard disk space. Yeah, that's all they're asking, right? So therefore, he stopped doing focus group. He said that he actually knew what people want before those people know what they really want. That is powerful. That is a power of a Wu Earth, right? Yeah, right. Because they are observant, right? They know that somehow they feel it. So, but if you continue to talk, then you cannot observe, right? So it's a yin and yang. So therefore, if you look at Steve Jobs' chart, Steve Jobs' charts actually have a lot of Wu Earth element inside the chart. Yeah, if some of you plotted his chart before, you check his chart. Yeah, abundance of Wu Earth, right? So just now someone Hani asked about Wu Earth. I think that this is the answer for you, right? So for all those other Wu Earth, this is also the answer for you. Okay, all right. So let's see. Okay, someone asked about day pillar is monkey, and then love pillar is snake, and then year pillar is tiger. Is it dangerous combo? If you look at here, we don't label as dangerous. So dangerous normally are related to 7 killings, right? That one is danger is appearing on the stem, right? So you're talking about monkey, snake, and tiger. This is ungrateful punishment combo, right? So ungrateful punishment is what? Again, everyone, what is an ungrateful punishment? You do something for someone, and you're expecting something in return, but you don't receive it, right? So the feeling are not reciprocate. Yeah, that's what it means, right? So it's not dangerous, but it tells you this sort of incident will likely happen during this moment, right? And already tell you how to solve this problem, right? So how do you do this? Help and forget. That's the way to solve it. Okay, all right. How about a year clash with the day branch and they are single, but they don't want to get attached? So what will happen? So if there's a clash on the day branch, a yearly clash with day branch, if they're single, they don't want to get attached, it could mean they break off, right? So no, seeing other person already, they change the picture. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. So let's continue, right? So let's continue our program today. So let's recap a little bit first, what we have go through so far. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, so do you see right now? Yeah, this is what so now already completed number 3 already, right? Number 3 is about action. I shared with you how to do the clash, harm, punishment action. I also told you how do you handle 7 killings. I also share with you how do you strengthen your day master. I also share with you how do you detect the certain right of people. On top is what they show others, and bottom is the true nature, and the hidden is something that maybe they also don't know, right? So so this is the one. If someone asks about the hidden talent, you look at the hidden step. Right, so that's how we do it. So now we finish about the taking action part. There's so many things you can do, don't you think so? Right, solving a harm, solving a clash, 7 killings, enhance your day master. There are so many techniques here you can actually use to help yourself and your clients. So now after this part here, now we go to the step number 4. Right, so let me show you what is this step number 4 entails. So step number 4, talking about one very, very important part is assistance. Right, so no matter how great we are in life, the reason of our success actually come from other people, don't you think so? There are certain people that at some point in your life give you opportunities, right, or guide you, or actually offer you a platform for you to succeed, right? So which means that all our success actually come from other people, yeah, whether we like it or not, right? So this part, the step number 4 here is about getting help. Right, so getting help that come from so many different ways. So I would say the most direct way is when you learn Ba-Zi, especially when you start to learn Ba-Zi, there are one concept they call noblemen, right? So noblemen is one of the sign that these are the people that can help you to in certain point in your life to become better. They might not be there all the time, right? They are not like stick with you, like they say that I'm your nobleman, I'm going to spend my lifetime with you helping you. No such thing, right? That one yeah, is not realistic. It's not like that. Right, so they only need to appear on certain time in your life, and then they help you make certain changes, and then therefore the whole direction is changed. Right, so when I'm looking back on my own life, I was and then one of the very important turning point in my life is when I shift my career from a programmer, and then I actually changed to become a public speaker. I become a consultant, like what I'm doing right now. Right, I become a teacher. So this drastic change here, there'll be someone that's instrumental to the change. Right, so for me, the time Datuk Joey actually gave me this opportunity, gave me this platform to ease the transition. So if I didn't met him, or if this thing doesn't happen, I'm still doing the same thing I used to do last time. Agree? Right, so he is my nobleman. Right, so that's how he's doing it. Right, so he gave me this chance. So therefore, don't you think nobleman is important? Although a lot of people say hard work is important, self-confidence, right? But if you don't have the opportunities, you don't have the chance, right? I don't care how confident you are. If you are running to the east chasing for sunset, no matter how confident you are, you're not able to see sunset, right? Sunset's in the west. You get what I mean? So that you must have the right strategy to meet a certain people. So therefore, the step number 4 of law creation focus on getting other people help, right? This is something very important. So when we talk about this, let me share with you the thing here, Nobleman analysis, right? Nobleman basically means helper or someone that can help you. So there are 3 type of nobleman. Yeah, I want you to actually aware of. Okay, so I think if you learned Bazi before, right? So I think you are very aware of the first type, the nobleman. Right? How many of you here learned nobleman before? How do you check for the nobleman? Yeah, type the word me. Okay, some of you do, right? Okay, cool. So, and if you're a beginner, you might not be familiar, but I just share with you one time, right? The first one, yeah, the first one actually is very easy. Yeah, it's just like take a couple of seconds for you to identify it, right? If you're okay, so how many beginner here? Type the word beginner. Okay, I see Helena. Okay, Jinto. All right. Okay, so I will spend on the first one because number 1 is generic nobleman. So we just say that someone that can help you. You don't know what they're going to help you, but you just know they're going to help you. So this is I would say a lazy way of getting a nobleman, right? So, but of course, got helper rather than don't have, right? So let's start with number 1 first, right? Number 1 is very easy. So in order to show you how to do it, I need to do a sample chart for you. Okay, there you go. Okay, first of all, you need to know the noblemen are represented by animal sign. Yeah, that's the first piece of information. So every one chart, there are 2 animal signs is a nobleman. Okay, clear so far? Easy, right? There are 2 animal signs. So how do you know which among the 12 animal sign, which one is the one, right? So all you need to do here is to actually look at, let me just bring a sample chart for you. Okay, so let's say, let me use a clean chart. Okay, this is a clean chart here. So all you need to do is to look at here. You see noble people, right? These noble people, they have 2. Is goat and ox. Everyone will have 2. Don't worry, right? They have 2. This one will tell you if you want to know who is a nobleman, is a goat and ox. So the next question is, you want to know in my lifetime, is it easy for me to attract people to, or people, am I able easily to encounter noblemen or not? Right? That's the next question, right? Now you know it's a goat and ox. So the next question, how do you know whether it's easy or not? You check on your chart. Do you have, among these 4 animal signs, do you have goat or ox or not? Does it have? On this example? No, right? So if you don't have, then how? What is the solution? Very easy. Help yourself. Okay, that's it. Okay, easy, right? So, so this one, no, just tell them, yeah, you need to help yourself, right? So therefore, you don't have it, right? Because the chart says that your nobleman is goat and ox. You must see this in your natal chart. So the chart here say you have dragon, you have dog, you have tiger, you have snake. So no nobleman. Too bad. Okay. So what is the solution again? Help yourself. Okay. So now let's do another one. So a very quick one. So for here, look at nobleman. Here again is monkey or rat. These 2 animal signs. So let's look at the chart. Is there any monkey and or rat here? No. So which means that no nobleman. I saw someone sharing the screen. Zhao Ling, can you help me on this? Yeah, my screen just got hijacked. Okay, all right. So let me just share my screen again. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, so right now, noble people for this person, okay, it's also goat and ox. So this chart also don't have. How come all chart is also don't have? It's all also bad chart. Hold on. Let me find a better quality chart. Okay, this one got. Okay, this person, nobleman is rooster or pig, right? So you see, if this chart have any pig in the chart, no, but got rooster, right? You see rooster here? So this person got nobleman. So what does it mean? Which means that in this person's lifetime, there will be helpers available at their disposal. Good or not? Yeah, that one is good, right? So I want you to check your chart. Do you have noble people or not? Right. So for this person, yeah, let me tell you, for this person here, what is this? What is the noble people located? The noble people located on the hour, right? So the nobleman could be found in where? So remember we talked about the hour pillar represent what again? Okay, it could be your children. Is it possible your kids can be a nobleman or not? of course, right? Maybe they're very capable. They teach you life lesson. Don't underestimate them. Some kids are pretty smart right now, right? So, and probably it's your subordinates. So, which means that it's very easy for you to attract the right people, right? If you're running your own business, right, one of the hardest thing in running your business is to hiring the right person, right? So, if you have a nobleman in your hour pillar, so don't you think that you actually have what? You can attract right people to help you. So this is the one here, right? So it's good. So now, what if your nobleman, let's say, right? Just imagine, let's say your nobleman appear in a month. I know this person is not, let's say this is rooster. Let's say I pretend it's a rooster. So don't you think that this person have in a month? So which means that in his workplace, you'll find a lot of people that able to help him to actually climb the corporate ladder or got the promotion, easier than other people. The chances of get promoted is easier because somehow there are a lot of people willing to help this person. Make sense? Right? So what about this nobleman happens in the, okay, let me use, now you know how to find it. So let me use a blank chart here. Okay. So let's say just now we talk about nobleman in the hour, right? So just now we talk about the month. How about in the day? What does it mean if the nobleman is on the day? Okay, spouse. Okay, so it could be someone intimate or someone you're close, so which means that they are your noble people, right? So if you discover that your chart, suddenly discover that your chart, your nobleman is in your spouse, right? Then which means that you need to treat your spouse better now, right? Now you know that they're leverage, they can help you, right? Okay, now you're going to treat them better. That is your life goal for, one of your life goal is to make sure you protect this nobleman because this person can help you, right? Okay, all right. So what if your nobleman appear in the year? What does it mean? If it's appear in the year, so it could be your network, right? So don't you think this person able to meet a lot of powerful friends? Yes, right? So if you would like to advise someone that have nobleman in the year, how many of you here your nobleman actually in the year? Tell me. Okay, all right. So if you're in the year, only one advice to you, right? So it's like this: spend your time outside, right? Do more networking. Don't stay in the office. So even you want to work in a job, find a job that requires you to go out, to travel, to meet people. Make sense? Yeah, this advice you're going to tell them. Cool or not? Okay. So right now, this is the thing here. Now you know the so-called the meaning of it, right? Different palettes is appearing, it will be different. So now, let's say a chart, let me show a chart that don't have nobleman. Okay, this chart here don't have nobleman. Why? Because this chart here, goat and ox, is not a, it doesn't appear in the chart, right? You see there's goat and ox is not appearing in the chart, right? So another way to look for this is, since it's not in your chart, you look at the luck pillar. All right, this person don't have nobleman here, right? So can you actually see this? Nobleman either is ox or goat in the luck pillar. Yes, we see ox here, right? Do you see a horse here? Sorry, an ox in this case here. Right, next luck cycle. So you say that, okay, so in your next luck pillar, by roughly the age of 38, you're actually going to encounter some people that will be instrumental to your success, right? Then you might ask, right, who are these people is, right? There's so many people. Can you guide me a little bit about who people that you look at? What is on top of this nobleman? Rock wealth. Okay, then now you look at your cheat sheets again. So what type of people are represented by rock wealth? Tell me. Is it possible it's your siblings? Right? So how about partnership? You check back on your chart there. Right, opposite gender, right? So if this is a guy, so right, like you tell them, you're trying to actually mix with opposite gender, right? So competitor, Rockwell also competitor, right? Is it possible a competitor also can be your noble people? Yes, right? They drive you crazy and then want to prove it, right? So it's fine. So I know a lot of you here focus on DE, don't care about DE, okay? Okay, if you care a lot about DE, then you will become DE. We don't like that, okay? So now don't care about anything else. Yeah, just focus on the subject on hand right now. Can you do that? Yeah, otherwise you're going to notice on so many different things, where's the insets there, so many things. Don't, right? We do it one by one. There will be a time you're going to learn something else, right? So now let's focus on the subject. So now you are offering information for this person. And then he'll say, where, can you show me which places I can likely to meet this kind of people? Remember just now we talked about rock wealth. Where is rock wealth is? What is the places? Look back in your cheat sheets again. What are the places? Okay, shopping mall. Okay, good. Right, shopping mall, shopping clubs, right? Recreational clubs. So That, don't you think these are the high quality answer can talk to this person? Right? Yes, right. So now he know about the thing here. So are you guys okay or not? Cool. Okay, so beside then you ask during this time, right? So what I should do more? Because this is scene matter, right? Remember, scene matter is about showmanship. So you need to take care of what? Your self-image, right? If you discover this person is a little bit fat, tell this person, yeah, actually try to go through a diet or something. Make yourself palatable. Okay, I'm not sure whether it's the right word to use. Or make sure yourself is, I think palatable is the wrong word, right? So I'm using maybe presentable, right? So, or probably someone that, I mean, attractive, right? So that is the one, because scene matter represent attractiveness, right? So, and this is the one that you're gonna use. Can you see what, all the information right now just come out like that because you have all these notes here, right? So there's something you can you do that not on your own, right? So easy. And now you can offer advice for someone, right? So first of all, you check the chart. If the chart already have it, you just tell them which area in their life you're going to encounter one. If you don't have, then look at the luck pillar, right? Look at the luck pillar, and then you discover it. Then you can tell this person. Okay, cool. Any so far so good. Okay, so if you don't have it in the luck pillar, let's say you don't see an ox here. Is it next year is a year of ox? Next year is a year of ox, right? Yes. So you can tell them only 1 year you have this nobleman. So you make sure you got to grab this person. Okay, cool. So very likely, if this is a guy, tell them very likely is a lady, right? And then this lady is a little bit reserved and conventional, right? So they say, how can I see someone is a bit reserved? You see, let's say this is Rockwell is opposite gender, right? This opposite gender at the bottom, you see direct resource at the bottom? Okay, how do I do this? Okay, you see direct resource here? So if you look at that chart, that person, right? The nobleman is direct resource also means that this someone is someone culture, someone a little bit shy, someone more old-fashioned, or someone very elegant. So these are the people. So it's just add in all the notes inside, right? That's it. You can give more advice like this. Okay, cool. Now this is the first nobleman, right? You just say nobleman, helpful people. Okay, so what is the second one? Right? How about the second one? Remember just now the first one is nobleman, right? The second one is we're talking about what? Indirect nobleman. All right, indirect nobleman. Yeah, so this is the other part here is we're talking about indirect nobleman. So indirect nobleman here is which means that like some of you just now, how many of you here don't have nobleman in your chart? Type the word me. Okay, so now there's a glimmer of hope. Even you don't have the direct nobleman, maybe you stand a chance to actually get the indirect nobleman. Do you feel hopeful right now? I am. I think so. Do you, right? Okay. Don't get the hope too high first. Yeah, just a little bit will do, because what if you also don't have indirect nobleman, right? That will be a problem, right? So okay, just get it comfortable again right now. So let's look at the chart here. So this one requires some so-called hard work here, right? So how do you do this is like this. So let's say this person nobleman is rooster and pig, right? So and then let's say the whole chart doesn't have rooster and pig, which means no nobleman. So now we proceed to step number 2. Maybe this person have indirect nobleman. So indirect nobleman is like this. So you need to look at rooster. Since rooster is here, right? Let's write rooster. What combined with rooster? What combined with rooster? Dragon. So dragon is your indirect nobleman. So the second one here is pig, right? So what combined with pig? Tiger. So dragon and tiger is your indirect nobleman because it's not there, but through combination is able to build in. So you need to check your chart. Do you have tiger or not? Okay, you have a tiger here. Do you see it here? Right, so this is not the direct nobleman, so it become your indirect nobleman. So, but some of you here are very new, right? You don't know what element combined with what. It's actually in your workbook. Yeah, in your workbook on page 30. I want for you, if you cannot memorize your combination, I advise you to look at your workbook right now. So let me also share it on the screen. Okay, all right. So let me just draw something. So just now, remember we talked about the rooster, right? So the rooster is here, right? Rooster always combined with what? Dragon. Right? So, and just now we're also talking about the pig. The pig always combined with tiger. So that's how we actually look at the nobleman star. Everyone clear so far? Yeah, so this is very easy, right? This is how you actually look at it. So Now, if you find it in your chart, you have indirect nobleman. So which means what? It means that since it's indirect, which means that you need to go through another person before you able to get to meet the nobleman. So maybe like that, right? So let's say you're in your I would say in your work, yeah, in your work, let's say the janitor, right? Then this janitor might not be a nobleman, but this janitor, maybe he is a relative of someone important. And because you make friend with the janitor, and then this janitor actually later on, you get to introduce to another person in result of you knowing this person, right? That is an indirect nobleman. There are always another step you need to do. So how many of you here have indirect nobleman in your chart? Okay, all right. So if an indirect nobleman in your chart, so what is the advice for you then? It's very simple, right? Make friends with anyone, regardless of their position or ranking. Because indirect nobleman, you need to get through someone first, right? So which means that don't judge someone. Yeah, just because someone that actually earn lower income than you doesn't mean they cannot help you, right? Especially if you're indirect nobleman. So some of you, I noticed that you still need some example how to do this. So let me just show you one more. So actually it's very simple, right? So all you need to do is you need to have the combination chart, and then that's it, you do this. Okay, all right. So let me show you one more. So you see this person, monkey and rat is this person nobleman. So if you look at the chart, do you see any monkey and rat or not? Any? Work with me? No, right? Okay, no nobleman. So means that no direct nobleman. So you need to proceed to step number 2. This is a SOP, right? So step number 2, you look for indirect. Indirect. Okay. So how do you look for indirect? You look at back here. Monkey is your nobleman, right? So what combined with monkey? Snake. How do you know? Refer back to the page I showed just now on the combination table. What combined with rat? Tell me. Ox. Okay, so now we look at the chart whether this person got indirect nobleman or not. Indirect nobleman. Okay, so snake. Is there any snake in the chart? No snake. Is there an ox? Yes, there's an ox, right? You see ox here? So which means that we concluded that this person don't have direct nobleman, but got indirect nobleman. Got it? Right? So now, this indirect nobleman, let's actually do this further here. This indirect nobleman, where is this appearing? Tell me. In the month, right? So these are the person that very likely is where? Is from your job, in your company you're working for. True or not? Okay, all right. So once you're able to do this, then you can actually tell something, because this, let's say you want to give more details, right? Inside the, let's say someone asks, okay, I know inside my job right now, can you tell me which department or not? Because my company is big, right? So where's the direction to look for my indirect nobleman? So this one here, bottom here is what? Indirect wealth, right? On your cheat sheets again, indirect wealth represent what? Finance, correct? Or business development department, right? Yeah, because indirect wealth represent business as well. So tell this person in your workplace, you're very likely to encounter your indirect nobleman from where? Either from the business department or finance department. Now you give a detailed answer. Yeah, just in the work alone is not enough, right? Because now your level increased. You're no longer beginner here. Do you realize that after these 2 days here, you're no longer beginner? Some of you even more powerful than master right now. Yeah, yes, right? Yeah, so do you realize that now I'm teaching you the way to go into details, right? So that's how you actually do this. Cool. So everyone know how to get for this indirect nobleman? Now this is something you learn something new, right? Most of you stop at nobleman. Right now, I teach you one. The part here is about here. And again, this person don't have snake in the chart, but this person go through a snake luck pillar. You see a snake here? So don't you think this person also going through an indirect nobleman in the current luck pillar? Yes, right? Okay, they say, okay, now it's good. So tell me about, but this type of nobleman is a bit nasty, right? Because it's a 7 killing. They're very bitchy type, right? So it's not the most pleasant person you ever meet. And they might be the work in the marketing department, hurting officer, very bitchy. But it's fine, right? It's because of this person, probably they humiliate you. And then in result of that, you become better. So you have to. So you choose. Marketing department, bitchy. Business department is nice guy. All right? So you tell this person to choose Which one you want to actually connect with? Okay, I hope easy or not? The example here, easy, right? Yeah, so you can actually look at the chart here and then you do this analysis here. Okay, cool. All right, now let's work on the final one, right? The final Nobleman. What is the final Nobleman again? Do you still remember what is a final Nobleman again? It's a business. Let me show you back the chart again. Right, so okay, so do you see career and business nobleman, right? So I think this is very important because these are nobleman is the one that actually truly able to help you to transform your career. Right? Remember I told you the nobleman I met, Dato Jovi, right? So actually it belongs to this one, career and business nobleman. You want to learn how to actually identify one, right? Because in our life, I think the quality of our life is a lot got to do with our career or business achievement. Right, so I would say that if you're going to choose one, I would say that career and business nobleman is one of the best. And you're going to learn how to do this right now. Yeah, I'm going to share with you how to do this. But this one requires some not entirely, some brain damage. You need to actually you need to put on some thinking to it. Are you okay with this or not? Yeah, if you're ready, take a deep breath. Okay, all right. So since it's important, I think it's worth doing it. So how do we actually look into this? This technique here is I want you to actually pull up your nobleman. Yeah, this chart here, I think is in your workbook as well. So which page is this? I think it's page 32, is it? So hold on. This one will be on page, yes, 32. Yeah, there's the same thing actually appearing on page 32. So I show it on this diagram here. Okay, so and which means that if your reference point, let's say your day master is a Yang wood, then your nobleman style will be ox and good. Yeah, this is a formula. Just now the chart already calculated for you, right? So but now I'm sharing with you the formula behind it. How many of you here your day master is yin metal? How many of you here type the word me right now? If your day master is yin metal, okay. So according to this formula, your nobleman would be horse and tiger. Now you check your chart. Is it true? Right? It doesn't mean you have it, but if you want to look for it, would be the horse and tiger. This is a shortcut for you. Now, this is the formula behind it. Of course, when you plot the software, it already calculated for you, but this is how they derive on it. Okay, everyone clear on this diagram or not? Easy to use? Yeah, you need to understand the usage of this before you know how to look for the business or career nobleman. Once you do this right now, okay, let me just pull up a chart right now. Let me just use a sample chart. Okay, loading a chart right now. Okay, let's look at this chart. So just now, our reference point always at the day, right? Then we look for the nobleman. Remember, I asked you what is your day master, then you look for it. So for this technique here, our reference point will not be on the day. Our reference point would be on the month. Okay, so now, so what is the element is in the month right now is a yang water, right? So I want you to refer back to the table just now. If you are yang water, what is your nobleman? Remember the chat just now? Rabbit and snake, right? Remember the table? So which means that your business or career nobleman is rabbit and snake. So this chart got it or not? So got one, right? You see here? There's a snake here. So this is a business or career nobleman. So there you go. So where you can find this person? Where can you find this? This hour, right? Very likely is who is this? It could be your colleague. Or it could be your someone that you hired or you work together, subordinates. Right? It's easy. Right? So very likely someone's same agenda with you because this is a friend start. Okay, all right. So you look at this, right? So this could be the one of the way you can actually look at the chart. Easy enough. Okay, cool. So now I think you know how to do this, right? So if you, let's say this person here is if you look at the love pillar, let's say you look at the love pillar. since it's a rabbit and snake, do you see this person also going through a snake here? This is a business or career nobleman, right? So you can tell this person, right, during 44 years old onwards, you also will meet another person, yeah, that also can help you to transform your career. Do you see it there as well? Right, so you look at here, then what type of, then they might say, right, what are this person likely is? Then you look at the chart, this is Think Fire, right? Think Fire, what is a Think Fire represent? Influence. Could it be a motivational speaker or not? You look at the cheat sheets in terms of people. Look at the cheat sheets again, the 10 dots. What is the, yes, right? It could be a motivational speaker. Yeah, it could be someone that, it could be a very good in marketing. Yeah, so because this is Think Fire, right? Think Fire is represent influence. Okay. So, and then here also, if you look at the chart here, snake. This snake here is a snake here is a traveling star. So probably it's through traveling you're going to meet this person. Right. So now you see it here. So I want to check your chart also. Do you have a business or career nobleman? Right. If you have this, I would say is something cool for you. Right. So identify it. Let's say, how many of you here don't have direct nobleman? You also don't have indirect nobleman. You also don't have the business and career nobleman. How many of you here have this chart? Okay, so type the word me. So if you if you three also don't have, there are no more backup plan for you. I'm sorry. Okay, so the question here is, okay, don't worry, right? I'm just pulling your legs, right? So if you don't have it, right? So wait for the luck pillar. Luck pillar sure got some, right? You sure will come along some direct nobleman or indirect nobleman, or it could be a business nobleman, right? It must be some of it, right? So just let's say, right? I don't know what you did in your last your past life. Let's say you don't have any of it. Don't worry, right? Wait for the year. Sure, there's a certain year you're able to meet the animal sign, right? Is it possible? Every year, like all the animal signs within 12 years, it repeats itself. You sure got one of the year able to do it, right? Let's say you're too lazy to wait for the years. Very easy. Once you identify those animal sign, can you look for people in their Pater chart also got the animal sign? The intended animal sign that you're looking for. Let's say discover that your animal business nobleman is a snake. Then now your whole life mission is to dedicated to look for someone that have the snakes. Not in the year, by the way, because if it's in the year means that all your classmates same year also same animal sign. Look for in the month. In their others people chart in the month, do they contain snake or not? Okay. So let's say you're lazy to do this, then I also cannot help you. Okay. So I did give you all the possible solutions already. So everyone okay so far now? Okay, cool. Let me pick up my pen. So do you learn some? Do you see your chart? There are so many ways you can get help from your chart, right? There are 3 ways, right? So either direct, indirect, and also business nobleman. Okay, all right, cool. Now, okay, Amelia say now I love my chart more. Okay, which is good. Okay, so this is hopefully now you can see your chart in a different way, right? It's never the same again. Right? So this is how you actually look at the chart. So what topic are we in right now? We are talking about nobleman, right? So this is about assistant. So you want to actually learn something more, additional thing, right? So okay, just now we are talking about getting help is from other people, right? So another type of help you actually can get in is also from the luck itself, the luck pillar, right? Don't you think luck pillar also a form of luck? That's why they call luck pillar, right? So now I would like to actually focusing on your luck pillar right now, right? Your own luck pillar. So, and how do you know what is luck pillar or not in the first place? Just to ensure, right? Because some of you are very new here. So let me just in case, to ensure everyone is right on the same page, let me just okay, all right. So this is your luck pillar, your current luck pillar. And each luck pillar will actually consist of 10 years. So after 10 years, you're going to move in here. Then how do you know? Then you look for the age. The age actually indicated is the starting point of a new luck pillar. Okay, so for this person, now he's going through this, the current one is already highlighted for you. Therefore, this is the thing you can actually look into. So inside here, there are so many different type of information you can look into. So I think a lot of time, people will talk about what can I do to make money in this luck pillar. Don't you think this is a question a lot of people ask? You're also interested, right? Yeah, because when you look at luck pillar, it's the current time, right? It's your current time. What is the opportunities available to you? So you must actually learn how to do this easily. So this is what I'm going to share with you right now, right? So how do you know what type of so-called strategy you can do this? Yeah. So this is the one. Do you still see right now the wealth luck pillar opportunities? Let me just share. Okay, I think you should share. You can see right now. Okay, so this is a luck pillar analysis method, because besides getting help from people, you also can get help from the luck pillar as well, right? So, and this one talking about wealth opportunities is very easy, right? In the luck pillar, I'm talking about the top. If you see, you might just take a photo of this first, right? So for easy reference later on, just take a photo. So which means that if you, in this luck pillar, if you see direct wealth, DW, or indirect wealth, your key to wealth is ownership. Yeah, I'm going to explain later on what this ownership means. But now you know how to derive first. Okay, so you just understand this. If you're going through eating God or hurting officer, your wealth opportunities is something to do with innovation. And then if you're going through direct resource or indirect resource to be leveraged, DO and 7 killing, you're making money through status. And then friend or rock wealth, you make money through connection. Okay, so how do you see it in a chart? Let me just show you again. Very simple. So let's look at this sample chart here. This person, let's say this person come to you, he say that, what is my wealth opportunity, or what can I do to generate more wealth during this luck pillar? What are luck available to me? So you just need to actually look into here, and then you look for the top. This one indicate what? F stand for what? Connection, right? So therefore, because friend represent connection, right? So which means I got to tell this person, during this time, if among all the 5 things, if you actually build up your network, you could meet some wealthy people, and then they can actually benefit you. Easy or not? Right? This one is friend. So how about rock wealth? Also the same thing, right? So quick and easy. Okay, let's do another one here. Okay, all right. So let's say this is your client, right? This person already paid you money, and then will do a consult. And you already told your client you only can answer one question only. It's about wealth opportunities. You already stated on your disclaimer list. Okay, so they cannot ask you other questions. So now, if you look at the chart right now, what you need to do is very simple. Current luck, you see a 7 killing, right? You see a 7 killing here. So tell me, how do you actually create your wealth, your status? So what do you mean status? Status means that, through promotion, climbing corporate ladder. But if you're a politician, you need to be these are the time you can rise to the top, right? So anything because of your status, you make money. How about a public influencer? You want to become popular. Don't you think so? This is also one, because it's about status, right? So this is about high profile. So through power, you create wealth. So you're working for others. This one represent climbing the ladders, the corporate ladders. Yeah, that's what it means. Okay, easy or not? Yeah, this is the quick way you can actually give them the right direction to actually create their wealth. Okay, so I want you to look at your own chart. Right, what is the one here? So don't worry, I'm going to explain each of these elements here. So let's say the same chart here. Now once he reached 48 years old, then he come to see you again. Then of course, the moment he reached 48 years old, this box will be highlighted. This one already gone. So then I ask you again, right? Okay, I already climbed the corporate ladder, already make money already. So what is the opportunity available for me right now? Leverage, right? So leverage is because what is leverage? Because it's direct resource, right? Or indirect resource. These two can actually talk about leverage. So which means that leverage means that you leverage on other people's time, other people's energy, other people's money. So basically talking about investment or value investing. So how many of you here actually going through direct resource or indirect resource luck pillar? Type the word me. Okay, now you tell me what you should do during this time. Invest. Yeah, learn how to do investment. Are you already doing it? Right. So the chart already tell you, right? This is the time of opportunity for you. Yeah, if you want to, yeah, you do it. Okay, cool. So this is a one here, right? So there are 2 options for you. So these are one for you. So if let's say you want more options, you can look at the main sheet below as well. Every time there are 2, right? The top one always will be the easiest, it's more obvious, but we're going to pursue the bottom one it will be harder. It needs more effort, need more persistency for you to get it. But if you get it, the amount will be bigger. So on the top, easy, but less money. Bottom is hard, but more money. Which one you want? Bottom. Okay, so if your bottom means what? Your bottom means that you actually look into what? You look into the one part, what we call the innovation. Innovation is something like the product you created. Like some people create app, right? Some people create products or a very innovative product or services, right, to serve your community. You know, so therefore, it's true innovation. Innovation means something new. Okay, all right, Aaron. Okay, so far, cool. All right, so let's say this person come back again to visit you at 58 years old. So this is a good client of yours. So now, what advice you're going to tell this person? 58 years old. So there are two here, one on top, one at below, right? You say that, okay, there's still a lot of opportunity for you to do investment a lot, learn it, and then there's more to do it. And then bottom one is what? Ownership, right? Ownership means that you own something. For example, like you buy house, you buy assets, you buy businesses, all right? So you own land, right? So these are the one that you actually go to. So these are the time could be you can start your own business, right? Every time you go through a wealth lock pillar, so there will be a chance for you to start your own business. There are more opportunity for you because when you're going through a wealth lock pillar, this one talking about what? They are talking about opportunities related to business, right? So, but tell me, which one is more easier for him? Invest or owning more stuff, like starting your own business? Which one is more easier? Of course, investment, right? So you tell them investment will be the one you go, right? Someone you're already 58 years old, right? So why not pursue the least resistant path to make money? Okay, yeah, so this is how you actually can see at the chart. So are you guys okay so far? Cool? All right, so this is a quick way for you to actually understand the chart, and then you look for it, and then you can actually come up with more answer. It depends how creative you are, right? So if you're creative, you can add in more stuff inside, right? So let's say I just give you an example here. You no need to do this because if you're able to know what is the strategy really good enough. Let's say just now we talk about this one. Let's say this person say, because we have two options just now, right? Either you invest or starting business. So let's say this person say, this person say, okay, I know it's hard, but I want to start my own business, right? Then tell me what type of business I can start. Okay, look at the chart here. Sin, this is Gui Water, right? Gui Water is on top. Yeah, this is I think something wrong with my iPad. So do you see the Yin Water on top? Yin Water represent what? Tell me. Teaching, right? Nurturing. So can you ask this person to actually look into starting an education business? All right, is it possible? Okay, right, yes, right. So there's something you can add on top of it, right? So why I want to tell here is you can be very, very flexible, because when you understand the nature, you can add in more stuff inside. Yeah, as of course, I'm not asked you to lie, okay? You must understand what is this Yin Water first. Don't simply say something, okay? Okay, so this is how you actually can derive more answer from the chart. And also, you also see Gui Water. This Gui Water here, okay, I think I can draw something like that. Let me see, because now I cannot draw. Okay, now just listen to me. So I don't know why I cannot draw right now. So the chart here is a Yin Water, right? So Yin Water, what else you can tell from this Yin Water? Yin Water also is also the element of water. So what is this water represent beside education? Okay, it could be spiritual. Yeah, it could be. Water is an element that it doesn't stay at one spot, right? Yeah. So someone's mentioned about tourism. You know, that will be a good one. So yes, all of this here are something to do with water. So how about actually do trading? Yes. Someone say trading, right? It's water element. So you can actually add in all this stuff inside. Then now you can give a very precise thing for this person. Okay, cool. All right, so this digest a little bit. Of course, there are a lot of things you can come up with this. This digest, I think all of you here do quite well. You mentioned wisdom, you mentioned travel. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, you actually read parts in the very high level already. Yeah, God-like level already. Good. I'm so proud of you. So, okay, all right. So I want to digest this a little bit here. So this is assistant, the step number 4. So we're going to stop for a short break right now. And after that, we're going to move on to the 5th method. Are you guys ready for the 5th method? Yeah. number 4 method is about existence, right? Now we move on to the final, and which I think also a very important topic as well. So we're going to, I think, as right now, just pull yourself together a little bit. Yeah, go to the washroom or take a coffee, and then in 15 minutes time, we're going to actually come back here again, gather again, and then we talk about the final topic of today. Okay, good. So I see you in 15 minutes time.
When the alcohol kicked in, dead so you show up at my home all alone with the shovel in the road. Like you always come back when it can't happen. You know that's so much. Tell all your friends you made me just went too far, wrecked your car, call me crying in the dark. Now you're breaking my heart, so I'll show up at your place right away. Wipe the tears off your face. Well, you begged me to stay. People like you always come back when they can't
Yeah, I dumped a lot of stuff into you for the last 2 days. You learn a lot or not so far? Right? You learn a lot of new stuff. Right, so I think that I hope you like it because yeah, I have a lot of stuff to share, and then I hope that this will give you a new perspective, you know, how you see parts, because like I told you, it's about how you use the chart, right? So it's about if you're a better user of the chart, then you create a better destiny, right? So yeah, good to see a lot of all of your comments here. So of course, this will lead us to the final topic of today. So this one is the step number 5 here, right? So, and again, let me just remind all of you here, the goal here, the goal of this 2 days program is to actually to help all of us here to have a great life, right? Great destiny basically means a great life. Great life means a great lifestyle, right? What do you mean lifestyle? Lifestyle means that you can actually enjoy the work that you're doing, that you have time for your family, you are healthy, you can do whatever you like, right? So this is what we call a great destiny. So it's not just about money, it's about everything else. And all this reality actually is come from you, right? So if you are a happy person, everything you see will be pleasant. Don't you think so? Yeah, if you're someone that constantly frustrated, always see the wrong in everything in life, then your destiny couldn't be that bad, right? So if you ask me to describe, right, so what is a great destiny? So everyone have their different definition for this, right? So let me show you where we are right now in terms of achieving this part here, right? So we are almost there, right? So let me show you again. So this would be the, we have to go through so far already. We go through ability, awareness, action, and assistant. Assistant, we talk about noblement, 3 noblements, and also the love pillar. How do we capitalize on it? And then this actually leads us to the 5th step here. And I would say that is a very important one, right? So because whenever we're talking about great destiny, right? So for me, a great life and great destiny is when you are grateful. Don't you think so? Yeah, you have gratitude about what you have right now. Yeah, this is a part we want to remind everyone here. This is a very, very powerful energy. It's a very powerful emotion, because if you are grateful, then suffering will disappear. Yeah, a lot of time you're frustrated because we actually don't focus on so many things we have right now. We focus on the lack, right? So therefore, this is a very, very powerful emotion to change our destiny. So what we're talking about, the 5th step here is talking about appreciation, right? Appreciation, if you gratitude, love, right? You appreciate someone that you with right now. You like right now, we're in the pandemic, right? If you have a job, don't you think you should be grateful? Right? Some people have a job that they're still blaming their child why they got clash here, got punishment. It's only the child on paper is like that, right? So I think, yeah, we must give ourselves a break, right? To actually look at what we have in life. Don't you guys agree? Right? Who are important person in your life right now? The fact that you are healthy right now, you're able still can listen to this class is something to worth celebrating for. Don't you think so? Right? Some people are fighting their life in the hospital right now. Right? So a lot of things, if you look at that, if we become grateful, don't you think our life is not that bad? Yeah, if you think your life is bad, right, it's very easier for me to find another 100 people that they're worse than you, right? Because good or bad is about by comparison, right? So the moment we stop the vicious cycle, and then we actually ask ourselves what we have right now, and therefore that energy alone will change your destiny, because you start to attracting a different kind of energy into you. Yeah, this is the part. This is the 5th step here, and also like a lot of people talking about one thing here. Yeah, they're talking about missing element, right? So the moment how many of you here actually keep thinking about the missing element, right? I'm missing metal element, I'm missing a wood element, right? So whenever we're talking about this, and if you want to know the solution, you want to know the solution of missing element. Okay, so some of you missing water and fire and all those things, right? If you're missing, let me tell the solution here. Yeah, the real solution here to solve a missing element is to stop focusing on it. Now that is a solution. Right? If you don't know what is missing, I'll tell you later, right? From the 5 structure, if it's 0 means it's missing. Like your 10 gods, right? So there are some are 0, 0 means you're missing. Right? So therefore, and you think about this, right? The moment you focus on something missing, you're focused on something you don't have. Right? How great your life could be, tell me. Right? I know a lot, but you think about this, your chart are created at the moment you're born, one, you know. It just happened after 30 years, you learn parts, discover is missing, but that missing element is from the start. The moment you're born already like that, you're still doing okay. But because you only knew about this information right now, then you dedicated your whole life mission, focusing on this missing element. That's how you mess up yourself. But it's not about the missing element, because your whole life, your whole focus on missing. Right? The goal is like this. In life, it's about focusing what you have. It's not focusing on what you don't have. That's exactly this topic is about. Right? Appreciate what you have. The more you focus on what you have in your chart, then you can become better. right? So you can become happier. So it's about appreciation. That's why when we look at the chart, remember I asked you to focus on the top 3 because that's what you have, right? We don't focus on the 0 because that's what we don't have, right? So you might need to write this down, right? The solution to missing element is to stop focusing on it. That it itself already a solution. So which means that it's already easy for us to focus on the bad things in our chart, right? Therefore, the first step number 1 until step number 4, we keep focusing on bad stuff, right? Clash, punishment, self-punishment or harm, right? So there will be a point that you're going to tell yourself, hey, right, stop looking at what is not working in a chart or bad. Why not we focus on the beauty of the chart? Right? But human nature, we always look at the bad thing in the chart, right? That get our attention, right? Like DE, yeah, clash, harm, right? So let me ask you, when would be the time you stop looking for the bad things and you start looking for the good things in your life? Not only in the chart, right? I want you to self-aware our own thoughts, right? So our natural tendency here is we design to actually look for what's wrong, right? So if you consciously, this is what I'm talking about, spiritual growth. You conscious about your thoughts, you tell, hey, come on, right? It's a time that I start to look for what works in my life. That is how. So if you have this kind of mindset, if you look back in the same chart, your parcel chart, exactly the same chart, because the parcel chart doesn't change, right? Do you see a different perspective or not? Right? So I would say that, repeat this word after me. I love my chart. Okay. All right. Type in the chat box right now. Yeah, that's only how we can use the chart, right? If you don't love your chart, every time how many of you here you see your chart, you start to feel vomit. You want to vomit, yeah? That one you must solve that problem, right? So all of you here, yeah. The moment you love your chart means that every time you see, you appreciate it. Wow, how beautiful my chart is. Okay, even it's a clash, it's a worthy clash. Yeah, it's something that become better. If you have this mindset, or if you forget everything else you learn from step number 1 to number 4, you just remember this mindset. I would say that you can use the chart better than anyone else. Yeah, because you see things differently. You see the chart with love. You see the chart with appreciation. If you use the same mindset to interact with your spouse, tell me, your relationship will blossom as well. Right? It's the same thing, right? So therefore, the step number 5 is the key to unlock everything. That's why I saved this in the last part here. Okay. So whenever, do you like this or not? Right? Do you actually think that this will help you a lot because if you are see this way, you can help your client. Otherwise, look at the chart, all the clash, punishment, shit, right? Then your client also worried. Yeah, so therefore you create unnecessary problems. So when we actually look at this the thing here and we stop focusing on missing, because missing is really missing. No point looking at it. Therefore, when you look at the classic study, the useful God always comes from what you have. It's never ever your missing element, right? If you look at the classic, they also say the same thing, right? If let's say your chart don't have yin fire, the yin fire cannot be your useful God. It's out of the equation because you cannot use what you don't have. Right, it's the same concept, right? So now I'm teaching you here right now is the interpretation of the old classic in the modern world, right? This is a guide, yeah, for us to actually to have a better living here. Okay, so someone that's focusing on something that is missing, this one is got to do with one of the indicator in the chart is called death and emptiness, right? I think some of you just now asked, right? Yeah, you want to talk about death and emptiness? Yes. Yeah, but I need to explain the concept right now for you to understand emptiness. Emptiness means that there's a lack of something. Right, you focus on something missing. Yeah, that is the whole concept of death and emptiness. Because death and emptiness is a subject that is not very easy to explain, especially to a layman people, because they don't understand. So basically, now I'm talking about abundance means you feel that you have a lot. Scarcity, you always focus on the lack in the chart. That feeling, that mindset is death and emptiness. Right? I can explain you by word. I think it's better explained if I show you how it feels. Right? If you always feel on missing element I don't have, then you feel inadequate about your chart. Your whole life dedicated to fix the missing element, you are experiencing death and emptiness. Therefore, you keep searching. You keep asking people, what is this missing element? But you forgot totally what is so good in a chart. That is the feeling of death and emptiness. So everyone clear what is this death and emptiness mean? Right? You always fear of missing out of something. Right? Something is always disconnected. So in the classic of this death and emptiness, so therefore, this one is something to do with feeling empty. You're feeling void. You feel that something is missing. So in a point that you feel death and emptiness represent unknown, right? You don't know what it is, right? You're unclear. So therefore, we talk about void. So now, if you discover your chart have death and emptiness, right? So how do you actually look at this death and emptiness here? So let me just I prepared some charts here. So let me show you some sample of death and emptiness chart. Okay, there you go. Let me just. Okay, so let's say, how do you know it's a death and emptiness? Actually, it's very easy. Really put a label here for you, DE. You see a DE here? Okay. All right. So this is a DE, right? So which means that this person have a depth and emptiness. So the software already calculated for you how to look for this depth and emptiness. So so this depth and emptiness can only appear on this box, 3 box only. Okay, it will never appear on the day pillar because the day pillar is the reference point of the depth and emptiness. Because this is you. You cannot be empty. You need to be exist to know what is exist and what is not exist. Right? Okay. If you don't understand, pretend to understand. Okay. Yeah. So this is about exist or not exist. Right. So therefore, the luck pillar, the day pillar will not have a DE. So you will not see any DE here. Okay. So the DE only appear on the year, the month, or the hour animal sign. The D always in the attached to the animal signs. Okay, so right now I want to check your chart right now. Can you see it? Can you see the chart or not? I saw someone say that, yeah, everyone can see. Okay, cool. All right, so we can see, right? Okay, cool. So because I saw some of the comment here, you cannot see the chart. I already shared the screen. So this is a depth and so now I want you to check on your own chart right now. Do you have this depth and emptiness or not? Check right now. So some of you know. So if you're yes, type the number 1, 2, or 3. Okay, some of you have 2, some of you have 1. Some of you have 0. It's fine. Okay. All right. So the moment you see a depth and emptiness, the first thing whenever you see someone chart with depth and emptiness, because they are feeling empty inside, they are very spiritual, right? Because spiritual means that they always want to seek for the answer of something, right? The meaning of life. They feel that unless they're able to tap to the unknown to fill up their void, they will not be happy, right? So therefore, DE or depth and emptiness in the chart belongs to someone that is very, very spiritual. Okay, so especially you have 3. How many of you have 3 DE in the chart? So which means that you have it in a year, you have it in a month, you also have it in an hour. Okay, none. Okay, good. Right, so if you have the 3, you are extremely spiritual person. You can tap to the knowledge of the universe because D is about the void, the unknown, so you're able to tap to it. Okay, so that one, and old days, the moment you see 3D in the chart, they're actually talking about someone is a monk, you know, because they pursue that direction. Okay, old days, they are talking about like this. So, and that is a first meaning of DE because it's missing. And then since it's empty, so we represent void, so also means that lack of affinity. Lack of affinity with something. Okay, so someone asked, right, what if the DE is in the hour pillar? Tell me, what does it mean? Hour pillar represent what? Children. Hour pillar represent children. So lack affinity with children, which means that maybe you feel that your children don't understand you, you know, and then you don't understand the children, and then you find it hard to communicate with them, right? So it also, if you have a DE in the hour pillar, it could represent, you know, you might actually having problem if you're ladies. You might have some problem conceiving as well because it's a children pillar, right? So therefore, you might need to actually take care of yourself better and then seek for certain treatment, and so you can actually remove the problems. Are you okay with that? Yeah, in the hour represent children, right? So lack of affinity with the children. Okay. Also means that our pillar also represent investment, you know. So which means that your result from your investment might be fluctuates. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not working, or you might actually meet some fake investment plan. Yeah, that one is the hour. Okay. So how about the month? Yeah, the month represent what again? Represent the career, right? So you have a DE there means what? You feel empty in your career, right? You might not actually feel fulfilled, and you keep searching for meaning, right? That could be one, right? Because it's in your month pillar, right? Or maybe you don't, no matter you feel that you are not recognized enough on your work. You feel that people don't understand you because that affinity there, or you keep job hopping. Okay, and again, when I tell you this is a symptom of DE, right? It doesn't mean you need to allow that to happen, right? The reason I tell you so you can actually do something about it. Okay, all right. So how about the year? What is the year represent? Right, represent friends, represent network, right? So if you have a D in the year, probably you meet some friends, fake friends, right? They are not stable, yeah, or maybe they are low quality, or maybe you don't have a lot of friends. Maybe your Facebook only got 2 friends. One is you, and then one is your probably your parents. That's it. No more other friends inside. Yeah, DE in the friends pillar. Okay. So in the end, DE represent lack of affinity. Okay, cool. So, but it's not all bad about DE, because DE also something can reduce the intensity. Let's say there's a clash element, and the element actually, the clash element are actually also a DE element. So which means that the intensity of the clash will be reduced in power. So there's also some benefit. Let's say, right? Let's say that you discover that it's a rooster and a rabbit clash, right? For example, like if you show on the screen right now, do you see this clash with this? This clash with this, right? Rooster clash with rabbit. Okay, are you guys follow with me so far? Right, so this clash here actually is reduced by half because there's a DE here, so discount 50%. So summarize, let me summarize this for you. DE represent discount 50%. Okay, whether it's good or bad, also discount 50%. Okay or not? All right, cool. So once you, now you get the explanation of the DE, right? So, but the DE also can happen on the luck pillar as well. Don't you think so? So how many of you here actually in your luck pillar, you discovered that you're going through DE? Okay, so let me show you here. This chart here also have DE here, right? Everyone will have a different DE here. So this person have DE. So if you're going through a luck pillar that have DE, normally these are the time you are lost a little bit, because DE represents you feel empty, right? So which means that you need to seek for a truth. You are in a searching mode. All right. So therefore, this is the one that you actually discover. Yeah, during the DE period is a moment that you don't know what is happening, your lack of clarity. So therefore, this is a time that you're going to search for something, right? So in the old days, the solution for DE is to actually seek a religion or a spiritual path, because when you're feeling empty, so-called the fifth of religion, and then or the spiritual path, you fill it up. Okay, that is one of the aspect of it. So now, I think one of the way to help to solve the DE is very simple, right? It's through awareness itself. Okay, so for example, let's say this person here, this person, the DE, let's look back in the earlier chart here. This person got DE in the month, right? So this person cannot find fulfillment in his job. Why he cannot find fulfillment in his job? Because this DE affected what is the 10 got here? 7 killing. You see a 7 killing here, right? So what is the problem here? This person, even though he have title, but he feel that he don't have the power to actually lead the team. Have you met someone that have a very high position, but they cannot get the team to work with them? The team will not listen to them, right? So because 7 killing represent power, right? So 7 killing in DE represent what? Like let's not say lack of courage, yes, right? Because discount 50% courage, lack of authority. So therefore, this person feel unfulfilled in his month pillar. So what is the solution for this? Very simple, right? Learn the art of leadership. Learn the art of courage. How do I know it's a leadership and courage? Refer back to the cheat sheets, right? The cheat sheets will tell you, what is this 7 killing means, and then you just reduce the power by half, because DE represent discount. Okay, cool. Right, so this one tells you want to actually interpret this. So of course, a clash will reduce the impact. Yes, that will be one of the benefit of it if there's a clash. So that one will be also some good thing. So DE is neutral. So whatever comes with it, it will reduce 50%. What if you're going through a period of time, your wealth element enter DE? What does it mean? Right, so I want you to think. Let's say your luck pillar, you're going through a luck pillar. Let's say you're going through let's say, okay, just for example, let's say there's a DE here, right? And then discover that DE is a wealth element. What does it mean? Okay, a problem with saving, right? Reduce 50%, not easy to make money. Very good. So if reduce 50%, so should you work harder or not? You should work smarter, right? And then one thing, do you need to concern about receivables as well? Because sometimes if you run your own business, right, it's not just about profit, right? Will you able to get back the payment receivable, right? The client or not, collection. That part also very important, right? So therefore, if a DE means you might not able to collect full. So you must have a plan. How do you actually able to collect some payment in advance and then do something about it, because it's reduced 50%, right? Okay, so DE is a thing here. So DE for a guy also represent wife, right? So DW also represent a wife or a guy. Remember the cheat sheets? So do you realize that during this time, there are lack of understanding with the spouse itself? Okay, so this is also so you can tell this person during this time you need to actually pay more attention to your spouse, and then to actually understand what this person is feeling, because you're going through DE that the spouse are affected. So lack of communication and lack of understanding, because it discount 50%. So which means that you tell your spouse A, and then your spouse are mistaken as B. This is a DE, right? Because no clarity. Okay, so Aaron, clear how to do this, right? So once you know the problem by awareness, then you can actually know what is the solution for this person. Okay, so now, what if it's like this? This, if you look at the chart right now, this DE here, right? This DE actually can appear anywhere in the chart. So in the classic, they say that the DE can be actually resolved by combination, and a DE also can resolve by Nobleman. Right, so which means that combination will able to resolve the DE. So now tell me, let's say this person, let's use a real chart here. Okay, this person here. This person going through this DE, right? Okay, so what is the solution for this DE? Yeah, the classic say combination, right? So what combined with Rooster? Again, tell me, type in the chat box. Dragon, right? So is this person chart got any dragon or not? No dragon, right? Okay, so no dragon. So it might, then can you wait for dragon here or not? Or someone in that in the parts have dragon, that one also can help you, right? Help you on what? This one represent what? Friend. What problem is this? Friend. Friend represent what? Self-esteem, your own identity, right? So during this time, you lost your confidence. Yeah, there are times, right? For example, like maybe you got retrenched. Right now, you used to be a very high-ranking position. Now you don't have job, so your confidence got affected. So self-esteem problem, right? So, and then now these are the part here. So how do you solve this thing here? So you can look for dragon, right? Dragon, but the chart don't have dragon. So you can actually do more. Inside dragon got what? Got Yang Earth. Yang Earth inside dragon, right? So Yang Earth, what is the Yang Earth to you? Then you look at this Yang Earth, and then you look at this chart here. What is the Yang Earth here? Yang Earth represent direct resource. So what is the solution for your DE right now? Tell me. What is the solution here? Study, right? Go for education, understand more stuff, then it will be good. Right? Direct resource, easy or not? Okay, right now. So let's say, let me clear this again. Let's say go and study, solve the problem. Now he know more stuff, he understand life more, then no more DE, confidence coming back. What type of book should this person can learn? Self-improvement book, right? About self-esteem or increased ability, right? So, because if you're able to learn a new skill, you feel more confident, right? So you want to bring that back part. So advise him to study our self-help book, or life improvement or ability. Remember the step number 1 on the 5 laws, the first step is about increasing ability, right? Use the same technique, timeliness of the ability, ask this person to do something like that. Okay, cool. So now, let's move on to this one. This pillar also got DE, right? So 20 years, right? So but the good thing here is, remember combination will resolve emptiness. So don't you think monkey and rooster is a combination? Is it a combination? Yes, right? So where is the solution coming from? The spouse, right? So do you think that by foster a greater relationship, a more intimate relationship with the spouse, then things will become better? Right? Or something to do with the home, right? Because this is palace, is your home palace. Do you see how to see it, right? So this is how you actually identify DE and also find a solution to it. So these are the advice you're going to give your client, about how do you actually address this DE. Aaron, okay so far? Okay, all right. So can I give you, let's say this is, you need time to go through this combination, right? Can I give you one more way to come up with solution? One more way, right? In this way here, I need you to actually provide your own achievement chart. So do you have your achievement chart or not? Your achievement destiny chart. Remember day 1, I asked, the team already asked you to plot out your achievement chart. Okay, take it out right now. Now you can use the achievement chart. Okay, so let me just bring up the slide first. Okay, on the achievement chart, as shown on the screen, do you see the DE? The DE actually represented by the small circle here. You say DE. So every one chart there will have 2 DE. Okay, there are 2 DE. Some of them are in the same box. Some of them they're isolated, right? So in this case here, do you see that there are 2 DE in this box? Right, so which means that this box here is also represent the depth and emptiness. Okay, so in order to actually, what can we make use of this? So first step here, I want all of you here to actually look at your chart, and then you look for this this where is your DE located. So if you already done that, so type the word yes, so we can proceed. Okay, all right, so I saw a lot of yeses right now. So for this, let's use this example here. So this chart here, the DE located in the southeast box, right? So I want you to pay attention to this arrow. Okay, this arrow, what is this arrow pointing in? What is this character here? Sin, right? So sin metal represent the things you can do to resolve the DE. So whatever you understand about sin metal, right, will be helpful. So what is sin metal? Remember we talked about yin metal just now. What is their capability again? Showmanship, right? So storytelling, talking, learn public speaking, singing, right? There's so many things connecting, right? So that is the one way. This is the most easiest way. Just now on Bazi, you look at the combination, look at the 10 gods, right? So if you're a lazy person, or especially someone asks you for a free consult, right? So you say you have so much time to plan on this, just print out the destiny chart, look at where the DE is, the stem will be the solution, right? Because if you do something in the same box, you fill up the DE, right? I think you learn Shimon forecasting also the same, right? So how do you fill up the DE? The moment the subject matter land in the DE box, right? You fill up the time. So now you use the same concept here. You look at the yin metal, that one, whatever you know about this yin metal will be the solution already, which in fact you already pointed out. So if some of you have the separate boxes, right? So you have two solutions. It just happened that this example that both of these DE fall in the same box. Okay, so this to answer Kon Chun Yap question here. Only the top stem, yes. Dorothy Lai, you ask, is it only the top stem? Yes, when you look at the top stem. Because the top stem represent results. Okay, so there are two ways for you. One way, you're purely using a Bazi chart. The second way, you link the chart, Bazi chart, to a Chiman chart. Also can give you another answer. Yeah, because Chiman will be more on the spiritual side of it. Okay, all right, so cool. So if okay, someone asked how do you get the Chiman chart, I think the team just now just send you the link. Actually, it's inside your email. They also give you the link, right? So Zhao Ling also just posted the link there. You just click on the link, you can plot the chart. Right now, you don't plot the chart first. You listen to here first. I want you to understand the technique. Then after the class over, then only you plot your chart. You haven't got one right now, right? Okay, cool. So we only look at the box where it's a DE and then act upon it. Okay, easy so far? Cool. All right, this is about DE here, right? So DE. Let me summarize this for you. The reals. If you want to know the whole thing about DE to solve the DE problem, is the way here is to you feel abundance. You don't see the world on the perspective of scarcity, right? A lot of people say that, right? The world is the pie unlimited. If someone else take it, you won't have it. That is, you live from a scarcity point of view. But if you feel abundance, you feel that everything are enough for everyone in the world, right? You have more to give, then you already resolve the DE, right? So let me ask you, do you feel abundance or not? Do you have an abundance mentality or not? Right? If you have it, you can handle. You already solve the DE problem. Okay. So how do you do that more, right? So if you, I think all of you here right now, take out your hand, one hand here, and then put it at your heart right now. Yeah, do it here, put it in your heart. Yeah, do it like this. Take your palm, put it in your heart right now, and then take a deep breath and tell yourself, I am enough. Do it. Yeah, tell yourself, I'm enough. Yeah, that's where you can solve the DE already, because DE represent lacking, empty, right? If you consistently tell yourself you feel that you're enough, you don't need to prove to anyone about something you explain, because you are self-assured, you already fill up your DE. Yeah, that's how this DE works. So the best way to teach DE is to let you to feel it. So do you realize that I actually communicate the feeling to you? So it's not something can be described by word. Yeah, DE is a sense of a feeling. Yeah, it's a state of mind. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right, so now, okay, do you understand DE right now? So this is the part about this DE. I hope you actually enjoy the way I actually share with you how the DE works here. And do you want more or not? Do you want more information here? Are you guys okay? All right, okay, so since you asked, let me share with you one more information here. So this one here is something very interesting here, is a standalone topic. This one talking about let me share you the screen first. Yeah, so this is a path toward a great life, right? Toward a great life means that you have energy. Yeah, you have energy on to do something you want, right? So you think about this. Everyone right now, they want to actually want to achieve longevity. How many of you here want to live a very, very long life? Yeah, is it longevity? Is it something important to you? Right. So yes, some of you no, right? So if some of you learned Pazi before, right? So what are the indicators of someone that have can live very long? Okay, EG. So you say EG is one of it because they can counter 7 killings, right? So and resource element. Yes, yeah. Some of you stated resource. Yes, resource. Because resource element represent health. Resource element represent direct wealth. Direct resource or indirect resource. These two are the resource element. So and that is one of the indicator. So actually, I do some research on this topic because I discovered that a lot of my client they ask this question. How long will I live? Right. So to them, it's like if they live long, it seems like it's tied to their success in life. Somehow that is how they think longevity is all about. Right. So since my client asked about this question a lot, so I do some research, and then I discovered that those people that live beyond 100 years old. I'm not sure whether you want to live that long or not. Right. So if that is your life purpose, then I discovered that those people chart. Yeah, the indicator for longevity that someone live beyond 100 years old is less dependent on resource element already. Because resource element can give you up to 80 years old, and the rest of it is no longer about what you eat because resource is what you eat, right? It's no longer what you eat. It's more on what you think. So do you have a life purpose or not? Do you agree? If you have something to look forward to every single day, it will breathe energy. Yeah, that is the one that makes you keep going. All right. So the thing here is, do you want to have life purpose? Not say, let's say, this is the part that you can actually detect from the Pazi chart. Do you want to learn how to do this or not? Right? Because this part is about appreciation life, right? So I can give you some guideline here. So of course, even you don't want to use it yourself, you can actually help other people. So not just about longevity, right? So it's for energy, right? Because if you have a purpose, you're looking forward to wake up every single day, right? Because you cannot wait to do something. You think about this, a day before vacation, your dream vacation happened, a night before. Do you really need to sleep a night before? You feel so excited, full of energy, right? You don't even need an alarm clock to wake you up, right? You don't even need to sleep, right? So therefore, because you have a purpose. So you think about this, can you recall back a moment when you just about to fall in love? So during that time, don't you think you own the whole world? Right? You have energy, everything seems like possible to you. Yeah, but unfortunately, those things only happen on that moment, right? Yeah, after 3 months or get married, suddenly the energy dies down. But that moment, that exact moment, you fall in love, that moment, you feel so powerful because you find a purpose in life. Right? Okay, suddenly I find someone that compatible with me, right? So therefore, that time your energy level is high, right? So in the Pazi chart, there's some guideline. Let me share with you here. Yeah, so this is a path towards the great life. So whenever we talk about passion, yeah, it's a thought, it's a state of mind. So therefore, we look at the hour, right? So I want everyone on your chart right now, you look at the hour pillar, right? The hour pillar here is, I already have you need to identify what is your hour pillar 10 gods. So in this chart here, only on top, not the below, only on top because it need to be seen, right? It's something you do. So it's an action. So on top, so this sample chart here is herding officer, right? Because the hour represent old age, represent your goal, represent your aspiration. So it also represents your purpose. So below at the hour pillar. So I want you to identify the 10 gods in your hour pillar heavenly stamp. Okay, so are you ready or not? Do you have a problem identifying this? No problem, right? So some will say HO, some will say IW. Okay, since you're ready, after you're ready, so let me show you this. Okay, you might need to take a photo of this. Okay, so now depends what is the 10 god appearing there. So of course, later on, you not only apply this for yourself, you can actually guide your client as well. Yeah, so a first step for them, or you give them a guideline for them to actually reach their life purpose. All right, or something they like to do, or something they aspire to do. Yeah, don't you think this is great? Do you like this piece of information or not? I'm going to explain to you, right? But do you think this is important? Right, this is a fifth step, right? It's about your life, right? It's about actually getting fulfillment. Yeah, so making money is about achievement, right? But whether you fulfill or not is whether it actually do something that make you fulfill. So now let's talk about this, about the first one here. How many of you here, your hour heavenly stamp is direct wealth? Type the word me right now. Okay, so cool. So life purpose is about something to do, right? So result means that if you want to start something or a community project or business, is something to do with you're able to help someone to achieve result faster, cheaper, or better. Yeah, that is the direct wealth on top. So your business idea got to do something like this. How do you simplify someone's life? How do you make the process become faster and cheaper? Right? Maybe you help the community getting a cheaper water, a cleaner water, right? That kind of thing, right? Or maybe a cheaper source of energy. Instead of burning oil or fuel, then you're actually using maybe a solar power, the kind of thing. That one is a very direct wealth kind of thing, right? Because direct wealth is something to do with efficiency. Okay, so if you're direct wealth, I want you to think about that direction. So now, next one, direct resource, right? Direct resource, the keyword here is nurture, right? So you want to do something that help people improve their quality of their life, something like their health or education. That one would be direct resource, right? Well-being, right? So if you're able to help someone to improve their quality of life in the wealth, this is not about efficiency. Efficiency is about direct wealth, right? That resource, it might be take time, right? Maybe you actually actually create a place where all the retirees can live there. You know, there is a healthy lifestyle base of thing. That one is a very direct resource nature. Okay, so the next one, eating God. How many of you are eating God in your our pillar? If you're eating God, the keyword here is beauty. So what make you excited, what actually give you the energy is your ability to make impact to the world, you know, by creating a products that is beautiful and long lasting. Right. So for example, like iPhone is one of it, right? Because iPhone is beautiful, right? So it's a very refined kind of thing. So eating God is about that. Everything is about beauty. Okay, next one, direct officer. Direct officer is a very proper star. So this one is to put order from chaos into order. So maybe you found something that is not properly organized, yeah, in the business world, maybe it's messy. Then you actually provide a solution that help them to automate the stuff, right? Like digitization, right, of the whole thing. For example, like in the old days, if you want to buy something, right, you want to go out and drive to buy. Right now, you have Uber Eats, right? You can actually order something from your doorstep, and then they deliver to your doorstep, right? So it's about chaos. A lot of things that is not working like accounting firm, right? There are a lot of things that is missing here, missing there. So you're able to actually help them to put things into order, into process. That one is direct officer. So think about that. If you're thinking about business idea, I want you to do something. So it's regulated. Yeah, there's a processes. That one is direct officer. Okay, so and that's the one. And then the fifth one here is a friend. So friend is something to do with love. So which means that your I would say your things that make you fulfill is where your business or your project that you're working on will be something that actually help people to feel more love. You tell them there's a love in the humanity, you know, a love conquer all. For example, like you offer a project about old folks home, right? You show people that all these are elderlies that people really care for them. That one will make you happy, right? So how many of you here, your heavenly sign is friend? Type the word me. So very likely, right, later on when you are getting older, you might build a foundation that serves old folks home for you, right? Or at least it will occur in your mind you want to do that because you want to show the humanity there's a love exists. Yeah, that the true love, people really care about each other. That's what the friend is all about. Yeah, they're holding hands, right? So for those of you typing me, I just give you a clue, right? So that's what, or probably you already think about that already. Yeah, that one is friend. Okay, so now, indirect wealth. If you're indirect wealth is about change, right? They like to change the way people do something, a product or a service, they like to do that, right? So it's about innovation. They always want to take the human society, the race, into the next level. So these are the people they always ask, right? Why we should do things this way, right? We should do it better way, you know? So they always keep changing, they're innovating. This one is very indirect wealth. So if your business or your project you're going to do, got to do something like that, so you will feel happy. Because indirect wealth, they cannot stay doing the same thing, you know, for very long. They like to move forward. It's a forward thinking style. Yeah, this is indirect wealth. Okay, so now indirect resource. If our pillar is indirect resource, so is the keyword is understand. So which means that they try to understand the life, how life work, how the universe work, and from there they help others. So these are the people that like to learn Chinese metaphysics, you know, to understand destiny, or they learn Reikis, they learn healing, and through this understanding of spirituality, so through this understanding, you're going to use this knowledge here to help people to improve their life. Yeah, that was indirect resource. Okay, so now hurting officer. Hurting officer is about spice up the life, right? So this is cool, right? So this is about bringing happiness and entertainment to people, right? So if your hurting officer is in the hour, so which means that your business or something is to entertainment business, right? That you help people to bring joy to others, that one would be a hurting officer for you, right? So it's always very happening. So 7 killings. 7 killings is about conquering, right? Because 7 killing is a general star. It's about conquering. So which means that your project or what you're going to do or your business that make you fulfill is something to do with market domination. Right? Or you might think, right, wow, it's such a huge word, your market domination. So what is really is how do you dominate the market? Market don't need to be global one, you know, it could be a community. But how to dominate a market? By becoming expert on certain fields. Then you can dominate it, right? So you create a niche. So that one is 7 healings. Okay, and then finally, rock wealth. Yeah, rock wealth is a bit special here. Rock wealth is about reform. So which means that they always like to find something is wrong and something is broken, and then they want to change it. There's always something wrong. Maybe it's about there's certain unfairness in the law, you know, or maybe the animals are not properly treated, right? So they want to fight for a cause. That one is a rock wealth element. So that one give them satisfaction, right? So therefore, the keyword here is reform. Okay, so these are the piece of information you can actually use, you know, to help your client, right? If they want to fulfill this long term, right? Because our represent long term, represent fulfillment. At least now you know the nature or the direction you can point towards to. Okay, so do you like this information here? Is it useful to you? Yeah, so this one now we can give a quality consult, right? From step number 1 until step number 10 here. So this would be something that I'm sure that you can able to relate to yourself as well. Okay, so now this is important. Finally, right? So all of us here, after you know this the purpose here. So let me share with you another thing here. It's about heal your chart, right? Because all of us here are broken in some way, right? Sometimes we have disappointment, right? Sometimes we have sometimes there's a betrayal, right? We feel that we are injured. We want to heal internally our energy, right? So remember just now we talk about gratitude, right? So it's about appreciation. At the moment you have this, the healing process will happen. Okay, so right now is what we're going to do here is, do you want to learn, or can I give you something can work on? Because probably this is the last session right now. I might not able to see you every day. I cannot talk to you like every single day, right? So just in case this is you want to move forward every single day, what you can do, I want to give you something you can do to improve your life. It's like a daily ritual. Are you okay with this? Right. So I know some of you will still continue the journey, but some of you probably this is the point that you're going to actually lead your own journey. So therefore, I say that I hope that the next piece of information able to guide you that. Okay, this is about talking about heal your chart. Okay, so about healing your chart means that, you know, you need to there are one way can actually make you feel full again. Yeah, you feel more energized and then by asking the right question, right? Because every time you by asking the right question, you can actually shift the way of our thinking, right? If you ask the question, how come I'm so stupid, right? So what you ask, if you ask a lousy question, you get a lousy answer, right? Your mind will come up with 10 reasons why you're stupid, right? What if you ask the question, why my life I'm so lucky? Then your mind will search 10 reasons why you're lucky. Don't you think so? So, but different people, according to a different chart, certain questions work for them better. So do you want to learn how to do this? Right? So this is something that I'm going to share with you right now. Let me just share with you a screen first. This one is a very easy one. The easiest among all. And this one, let me show you the chart. Take your chart. What you need to do, you look at your 5 structures here. Your 5 structures. You see your 5 structures is here, right? Okay, hold on. Yeah, let me just do it again. You see these 5 structures here? Right, so I want you to look at the beige color. The beige color, right? The beige color, this one. Which one is the lowest element here? Tell me. Which is the lowest element? Is it water, wood, fire, earth, or metal? Okay, water. So we always look for the weakest. So the weakest is water. All right, so it's water. So everyone else also do it on your own chart. You look at what is your weakest element. Look, you need to look based on the beige color shape, not the purple color, right? So that one is the one that you need to look for. Okay, done. All right, so once you're done, that's all you need to do. Some of you have 2 is fine, right? Doesn't matter. So you have 2 means you have 2. Yeah, it's fine. It's normal. So right now, let me just share you on this screen here again. Yeah, heal your chart, right? So now let me show you how you do this. This is very simple. Okay, this is what we call the 5 elements power questions. All right, so if this based on your weakest element. So if your weakest element is wood, so what is your question? So you look at where the wood is. So in your mind, you have built a habit talking about what am I so grateful in my life right now. This is the question. I want you to do it like a morning rituals. You want to ask yourself what you're grateful for, right? Maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your children, maybe it's the fact that you're alive. That one is something you should be grateful for. How many of you here, your wood is your weakest element? Type the word me. Okay, so you need to build up your gratitude. Does it resonate to you? Right? If your wood is weak, this is where you should work on. Okay, so what if your metal is the weakest? So you need to ask yourself a question: what am I so proud in my life right now? Basically, you're asking what is the thing I already achieved previously that I'm so happy with it. I'm so proud with it. Maybe the fact that you're married to someone that you're proud of, that one will be a good one. So this one talking about gaining back the confidence, right? If a matter is weak, so you need to focus on your past achievement, so it will give you more momentum to move forward. Yeah, if a matter is weak. Okay, so about Earth is very easy. What are you enjoying about your life right now? Yeah, because Earth is a lazy element, right? So this one is about, maybe it's about Netflix, right? So it's maybe about, doing nothing, watching maybe in the beach, or maybe reading a book, right? I'll focus on that. Then therefore this part will grow in you. Okay, so what about water? Like some of you mentioned about water, right? So water element, you need to ask, what are you committed in your life right now? Maybe you want to make money, maybe on your business. You need to remind yourself, what are you committed? Because water element is an element that constantly moving, constantly achieving, right? What are you committed to? Okay, now, and then finally, fire. You remind yourself, who do I love? Who loves me? Right? Do that, and then you'll find a sense of peace inside you, and then you're able to increase your, I would say, your spiritual energy, and you feel whole again. Do you like this or not? What if you can give this piece of information to your client? Will you think your client will appreciate that? Right? Sometimes it's not about money, it's about the fact that sometimes you can make a difference on someone's life. Only just one piece of information, people feel more happier, maybe 5% more happier. I think that is good enough. It's more than what our money can buy, right? So this is the purpose of the 5th step here, right? So if your lowest is 0%, it's also considered, look for that, right? It's also considered, right? So 0% is the lowest. Okay, so this is how we use the chart. Yeah, so, and this is the ticket. So let me just summarize this for you. So these are the 5 things. Yeah, do you like this or not? Right, so now you already learned the whole system of the 5 law creation, right? So you need some recap later on. Once the replay is ready, you can look for it. Okay, so these are step number 1, 2, 3, and then finally just how we talk about appreciation, right? So why appreciation is important? Because I think one thing here is, let me ask you one question here. Do you think that you will live forever or not? Yeah, do you think we'll live forever? No, right? So all of us here know that we are not going to live forever, right? We're going to die someday, right? If you want to actually do an accurate prediction, one prediction will be very accurate. All of us here will die someday. That prediction will never went wrong. Guarantee 100%. Don't you think so? Right? So we all know that, right? The thing here is, not, although we know that we are not immortal, right? All of us here are mortal beings, but although we knowing it, but we are not conscious about it. Let me ask you, do you conscious about your mortality or not? You know, all of us here know we die someday. We don't know when, right? But we know we're going to die. But are you conscious about it every single day or not? If you're conscious about your mortality every single day, then there'll be less drama in your life. A lot of problems seems like, it's not a big problem. There are no argument, less dramatic, and then you are clear, and then you can focus on what is truly important in your life if you're conscious about it. That is what I'm talking about spiritual growth, right? Spiritual growth is about consciousness. Okay. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this program here. So I hope you enjoy about this program that we shared these 2 days. I'm going to take all the notes, and then apply it. And I hope that this find beneficial to you. So if you are thinking to joining us to complete the final part here about the spiritual part, talk to the team. They're able to offer you a lot of information. Otherwise, let me tell you, I'm having a great time here. Thank you for staying up with me for these 2 days. I know some of you here are you wake up very early in the morning and stay up very late. And also thank you for all of you, the rest of you here, that some of you I've met you in person before. I hope that in one day or another, I have the chance to meet you in person, right? In probably our next event or our next course, right? So till then, right, take care, have a healthy and a blessed life. I'm Iverson Lee. Keep in touch.